every night. That's just what my team needs me to do. Obviously, we got a lot of talented guys on both ends, but I think my team looks for me to be able to set the tone defensively and take on those big matchups night in and night out.
And to do that and then continue to have the offensive game that you have, what does that take to be able to produce on both ends?
You got to be in incredible shape, first off. And, I think that pretty much sums it up. You got to be in great shape. And, we have a great team, and each and every night, it's an honor to be able to be a part of a winning group. And, I'm willing to make sacrifices on either end to get the job done. But any given night, I could be the best player on the floor on offense or defense. And my team knows that and respects that.
Jaylen, kind of sticking with that, this felt like a pretty intense and pretty physical game. I'm wondering if you went into this seeking to make it that way, and this has been a long season. I'm wondering how you're feeling after the fact, both emotionally and physically.
Yeah, I think it was a very physical game. They let it go on both ends, so you can't really complain. A couple of plays I wish I could have back. But overall, we were aggressive, and we kind of set the tone for the physicality of the game. And right now I'm just enjoying the journey, just focusing on my body, on my health, my mind, my spirit. I'm just getting ready for the playoffs, and stuff like that, fasting, just increasing my conviction and my faith, but just getting ready for the playoffs and physically the toll it takes to do that night in and night out in the series on both ends. You got to be in incredible shape.
Jaylen, I saw an interview a little while back about you talking about rhythm and cadence on defense, and it seemed like a couple of those possessions when you switched out on Luka, or not switched out, but when you came out on Luka in isolation, your eyes lit up, you sat into your defensive position a little bit more. Are you consciously thinking, I know his rhythm, or is that just the hours and hours of studying and you're just acting on instinct?
It's both. It's definitely a lot of studying. I think Luka's one of the greats. He is one of those generational talents. So I have fun watching Luka play offensively, what he's capable of doing. Scoring the ball, his talent is offensively, his talent is next to none. So, he's one of my favorite players on that side of the ball. So, I spend a lot of time watching, his game and things like that. So tonight I was able to make some plays, but, Luka's a great player.
You talked about how excellent shape you have to be to play both ends of the court like that. In matchups like that, are you against the stars of the league, the guys you really respect? Do you try to turn it into a psychological matchup kind of where it's a battle of wills, it's a battle of endurance, and they know that you're going to keep coming on both ends?
Night in and night out, it takes different things. Obviously, it's a journey, 82 games. Sometimes you get a matchup on a Tuesday in some random city, and you just mentally, physically got to be prepared throughout the journey of a season, which is tough. That obviously, we don't make excuses as athletes, but it takes a lot to go into that and perform at a high level. But when you get towards the playoffs, matchups, you get more detailed. You got more time to just focus on the details of whatever that matchup is or whatever that team is, and things kind of get more intense. Throughout the season, a lot of times the basketball is teams are just either going through the motions or whatever, but when the playoffs come around, and it's a difference between the regular season and the playoffs.
Jaylen, what did you think of the atmosphere tonight? It just seemed like it was different. This game was seemingly more important.
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere tonight. Shout out to the Celtics fans. It felt like a playoff type intensity. Obviously, the history between the Celtics and Lakers is prevalent. So tonight, I feel like both sides, both teams came in and brought it from the jump. They started out the gate hitting shots. We matched them, hit some shots. They closed it back late. We was able to create some more separation, but it was a great energy game. Today was not one of those regular season normal games where it's whatever. Tonight was a good day for basketball.
Joe tries to say that every game has the same significance, but Jason played 45 minutes, you played 42. It seemed like even to him it was a little different.
Yeah, for sure. That's his job to say that. But even, like today was definitely Celtics Lakers, two big time matchups, teams like we wanted to win tonight, so we did what it took to win, for sure.
The transition bounce pass to Al Horford and then the slam dunk. Do you think he heard your comments about letting the other one go in the past? Was he trying to show you a little something, you
He
think?
did. And then I stole it in the second half. Same, almost similar play. I got the strip on the second half, and he was running so fast, and I'm like he was moving, so he was like, man, he supposed to throw the lob. And I'm like, all right, for somebody let me know how many lobs Al has this year.
Left in him, right?
You know what I mean? So he's telling me I should have threw the lob. I mean, you ain't got one lob all season, but he right. When Al's feeling good, we got to take advantage of that. So that's my fault. He was running the floor. He was guarding, making big-time plays. Al is a big component of our team, so it was a great game from him.
How incredible is he in these big-time matchups against other superstars, and just what does he do for this team?
Pivotal. Al is just, over-reliable. He's just, he's just the ultimate connector for us on both ends. Hits timely shots, uses his intelligence, his basketball IQ to put the team into a tough spot. He took advantage of those matchups when they tried to switch him. On defense, he was battling with LeBron. He was rebounding. So he's huge for us. And we just want to, keep him healthy and, continue to, just make it easy for him. So we need him ready to go in the playoffs. Thank you.